Welcome to the Whitetail Advantage podcast with your host, Brett Boven. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
What is up now? All right. If you didn't realize what was happening before, we kind of had some weird technical issues, which I don't know why. That just looked weird. So anyways, this is the first Whitetail Advantage podcast show of the year. I feel slacking now compared to you guys. You guys have already gotten 2 shows in compared to me already.
Well, that's all right.
That's because we're extra special, man.
You guys are extra special needs.
We're special.
I got that stupid cough still, so I'm trying to get over that. It's getting better. I feel like I'm hacking everything up. Throat's hurt.
Yeah, well, you know, you got that
Yeah.
bug.
I will say though, I want to say something though. Is beginning of this, you guys all know the intro of how our show is. We're not. This is the electronic campfire. We speak our minds, whatever we want to do. We're not politically correct in any form or fashion. I just kind of want to reiterate out there that we say what we want here on the show. We do things a lot differently compared to other hunting channels out there. We speak our minds. We do what we want. Ultimately, we want to help the excuse me, the companies that we affiliate with. Shut up, Siri. We want to help the companies and brands that we affiliate with. For instance, XOP, Magnus, Rec, and Boedex, just to name a few. But we do things differently here, like I said, and we're all about helping each other's channels grow as much as we can. So if anybody else has a problem with how we do things here at Whitetail Advantage, I don't also really give a shit, because everyone here has agreed to pretty much what we do, and we're not like I said, we're not politically correct. We speak our minds. Yeah, I'm also going to try and come down on the cussing here and there, but at the end of the day, I created this because I want to help reach people's stories, and help people grow as much as they can. And I'm not going to just bend the will of what I want to be done here just to go along with the corporate America, if you want to say. No, that's not me. Never going to do that. I'm not going to have our channel just turn into, yeah, oh, okay, and just patty cake questions here and there and all that bullshit, like politically wise. Nope, fuck that. We ain't doing that. So
we are the show by the hunters for the hunters. That's all
yes.
it is. So on that note, go ahead and take your shiny little quarter, put it in the slot machine so Brett doesn't have to say it.
There we go. Well, I know one thing. You guys know how my hunting season went last year. It was basically, I think I said on the last show, it was basically feeling like I was getting dragged through 100 yards worth of cacti of how my season ended up being. So that was a shitty season for me. And mainly because we had a lot of EHD going on. I think we saw trail cameras of deer all the way up till like July, and we weren't seeing anything since July. I think we started seeing like a couple bucks here and there as the rut got closer, and I had my one opportunity at about a 150-inch deer. Other than that, it just sucked. So
now you got one doe, right? We don't.
I did get a doe.
You got a doe, okay?
Yeah,
His first doe.
His first. So, dude, don't
doe.
beat yourself up over it. You shot a doe. That was
not the way I wanted it to. It was a shit shot. I'm not gonna lie. It was a crappy shot.
Well, I mean, all right. So we have a group chat. We're all on it, and there's a situation that happened where you shot a deer.
Yeah,
and our whole goal, like, we busted your balls. You were the doeless troll. Instead of, like, the buckless youper, you were the doeless troll. You shot a doe. You got your bucket list done. That's all that needs to be said, right?
Yeah, there is a positive out of it.
Now, this year for me was one of my better ones because I got a decent 7 on a private where I was actually able to hunt this year. First year ever hunting private.
I remember telling you it was weird how this was like a year of like first for me, for you and I, because it was my first year hunting public with you, and this was your first year being on hunt private. Basically,
so
both of our backgrounds got to kind of collide together.
Oh, absolutely. So I shot a decent 7 on private. It was a family farm that hasn't been hunted in 20 years. I've got 3 amazing bucks on there, probably 160s and higher. I shot my first spike this year, which, funny story about that is I was sitting up in the tree and I was like, you know what? My next deer is going to be for my grandpa. He passed away. He was an avid deer hunter, but he never killed anything larger than a spike.
Yep.
And sure as shit, I was like, all right, Grandpa, my next deer is for you. And that fucking deer came out, and I thought it was a giant doe, so I shot him, and ended up being the biggest spike I've ever shot. And I was like, hell yeah. And just like Justin said, Michigan 11 point. That's exactly what it was. And then I moved from private and then went back to public and shot 4 more does.
2 on the same day, right?
2 on Christmas Eve, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Which completely sucked dragging them out over a mile. I mean, and we had no snow. All the snow had melted. It was all mud. It was a shit show and a half, but I got it done.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, it was very warm. I think it was almost close to like 45.
Yeah.
Squatch?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you're done.
No. I was just saying, then Squatch, how was your season?
Well, started off pretty rough. You know, we had high hopes to get up to a piece of land that Frank had, and then we ended up not being able to secure that. So we basically had to kind of restart over and shift gears back to our home territories and stuff. I had a good buck, a couple good bucks here that have been around for a couple of years, and then I got on one. I shot what I thought was Warrior, a buck I call Warrior, but I come to find out it wasn't. It was actually Warrior's son, which was a 3.5-year-old 8-pointer that I killed with the bow. So I was happy about that. Went on through the season. Nothing really happened during rifle season. Got kind of busy with the weather and stuff too happening. And then Frank and Jay invited me out to the farm where they hunt. And it was shotgun 6-day season out there. So I grabbed my old A5 with iron sights on it. And never shot anything with that gun before except for rabbits. And was lucky enough to have a 4-point buck come in. They told me shoot whatever because they're losing the farm after this year. It doesn't really matter what we killed over there. And I spent the money on a tag. They wanted me to go home with some meat. So they said, look, as long as it's a buck, it's buck only, shoot it. We're not mad at you. Do what you want. I was trying to get about a 350-pound bear that walked through 20 minutes earlier before we got in the stand. But the 4-point came in, and I made a video about it. It's up on my YouTube channel, Outdoors and More with the Squatch, and guys can check it out on there. It's under the New Jersey hunt. Iron sight, 60 yards, dropped the deer right in its tracks. So I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be 51. I can still see good enough to kill a deer with iron sights on a gun. So
there you go.
That was about it. I got those deer. They're in the freezer. Been enjoying them, and now I'm on to my predator hunting stuff. So excited with all that. Been out a couple of times. Seen one so far, but it's been a little slow. So we'll get on them. I'll be making videos, man. So
I know you're big into that predator hunting.
I
always wanted to kind of get into that. I have the property owners that I hunt on. They're big into that. I mean, they got like night vision scopes and all that jazz and stuff. And It looked pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ooh, go out there night hunting and shoot them with the thermals. Man, that'd be badass, man.
Yeah, in fact, I'm talking right now to a Michigan-based company out there in Attica, I believe is how you say it, in Michigan, and talking to him about maybe working something out with the show, and in return, maybe working out a deal with maybe getting on a thermal or something from them. Their own company, they make Predator thermals. So I am going to be speaking to him tomorrow. When I find out more, I'll let you know, Brett, of course. But
Awesome.
don't want to count my chickens before it's hatched or whatever. But um, I'm excited. I really want to get a thermal. I use a day-night scope right now, which is night vision with an IR illuminator. Fantastic, works great. But I scan with a thermal AGM scanner, and that's thermal, and it's pretty cool when you see the heat signatures coming in, and it would be really cool to have the scope with that too. And then I can have both rifles set up, like when Frank tags along or somebody else tags along with me too. So looking forward to it. We're gonna get some videos out there, man, slaughtering some foxes and some coyotes and stuff. We'll see what happens.
One question I want to ask you guys is, what did you guys learn from last season to make you think like you gotta do this completely different? Like, for instance, I'll go first because I'm the boss.
You're
I'm
gonna
the
hunt
best.
more.
Besides go hunt more, I hunt a lot. Okay, shut the fuck up. Dang, I'm really trying not to swear. Anyway, no, this was my first time saddle hunting, and granted, I said it before, I didn't really get a chance to have a lot of time to practice as much as I wanted because I got all my gear towards the beginning, right before the season started.
Right.
A lot of things I learned through that process of the trials and being out there in the woods, of the uncomfortability of it all, and just having a good season underneath my belt. I was like, man, I gotta really take a step back and look at like each aspect of saddle hunting and figure out what, at least that's my mind. I break everything down to like the smallest thing of like the sticks, the saddle, the platform, the backpack, like literally every little aspect that I thought of myself, and how do I want to change every aspect of it all. And I told you guys this. I'm calling this my revenge tour this year. Yeah. I'm making things are gonna be different, and I want to shoot the next state record this year. That's my goal. And I've already gotten a lot of gear to help change that. And it's not like the gear is going to help change. The gear doesn't help you get the deer. You got to put in the work. I'm going to be putting in the work because I'm going to be, oh, man.
Well,
Got a
we
lot
have
of things I want to get done.
263 days left until opening day, so gotta start practicing.
Yeah.
How long did you say? It's not that.
Yeah, 263. What are you gonna fact check me?
Yeah, because I have a fucking count. I have a countdown on my phone, and it's repetitive. It repeats every year. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I know.
8 months, 19 days, 10 hours, and 55 minutes. I have it set for October 1st at 7 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got a lot of things I want to get done out there in that property of cutting trees down, getting sticks set up and whatnot, and just getting pretty ready to go and being able to put myself in the best spot possible.
Right.
And doing more homework. I want to do more homework. That's one of the goals I want to set for myself. Do more homework, do more reading, do more land navigation, stuff like that. I know that property in and out, but I want to do more. I think I got lots of days of code in the last couple of years and just kind of going past knowledge and stuff like that. But now I want to put more homework in. That's my stuff.
Yeah. I think what I learned from this past season is to not only make sure that your gear is triple, quadruple checked, functional. Make sure who you're hunting around's gear is functional and ready to go too, because, well, Frank's not here, but, he had a problem with his peep sight. Took it to a reputable bow shop, a year or two ago and had work done on it, new strings, and he had a problem where he was hitting everything high. And he said, "What the hell's going on with me, Squatch?" And I said, "Frank, listen to me. It's not you. You're consistently hitting these animals where you're aiming, but there's something wrong with the tool that you're using." And it dawned on me. I said, "Grab a hold of your peep sight and see if you can move it in the string." And he was like, "Yup." I said, "Damn it." I said, "You got to bring that bow over to the house." So he's an hour away. He brought it over. I reserved a peep sight in it the right way, correctly. You could put an elephant on it. It's not going to move now. And drastically increased his accuracy. Also, the D loop wasn't tied correctly. It was way too short, and it was pinching the knock. So I fixed that for him too. And then he called me back. The peep was just twisting a little bit in the string. I said, "Look, put another full turn on each side of your limb to increase the poundage, and that'll take the twist out of your D loop or out of your eye for your peep sight." He did that, and he called me back, and he said, "I can't thank you enough, man." He said, "I've never shot this bow this good." And then a little while later, he went out and he got a deer with the bow, and, he was really happy. And that's, whether it's checking how you hang your sticks on the side of a tree in the dark for the first time and how far they have to be spaced out apart and in relationship to where you're going to set up your platform and how you hang out of your saddle, and maybe putting, little add-ons into your saddle setup or stuff that's going to work for you. Learn to have everything, it should be like boom, boom, boom. And your equipment should be triple checked. Even after I was shooting out here in the yard, I looked down and I noticed my module on my cam was starting to separate from the main wheel. And I was like, "Oh, that ain't good," But thank God it was during practice time because I noticed it. But that's just it. I pay attention to what's going on with everything. I overlook everything. And like Johnny mentioned in a prior episode, hey, check your ropes. Ropes are only meant to be a certain time in a tree. Climbing up and down a tree is a lot of wear and tear on a rope, especially when you're hanging out of a saddle. Check for frays. Check your different stuff. So that's one thing. Learn from each year when you figure stuff out. Don't forget about it till next season. Build on it. Maybe it's how you rig your backpack up for, quick, setup when you get up to a tree. You got your pack set up. You can get your platform off when you're up in the tree on your back. Hook everything on. You got your set of sticks. You're used to setting them up. Be fluid in everything. Get that. And that's one thing I learned, this year is not only check your own gear. If you're hunting with a buddy of yours or something, watch them too, because, every day you got something in your hand. Now maybe you're used to looking at it. You don't see it, but, somebody that's not there, they'll notice something quick. But
you made a good point there of what Johnny said of like double, what was it, have backups or something like that.
Yeah, you have to have you got to have a backup to a backup. You have to have your pace plan. So with I'll shoot in the off season. I'll shoot, 100 arrows a weekend, if not way more.
Yep.
And when I'll shoot in July, right? It'd be close to 100 degrees. It sucks, but I'll get in my full kit. I'll throw on exactly what I wear because anyone can walk outside, shoot in a t-shirt, shorts, and sandals, and smoke the 10 ring all day, right?
Yep.
But I have a little tree I have a giant tree in my backyard, and I'll hunt from my saddle, from my platform, and I'll only be a couple inches off the ground. You don't have to be up there, but you have to replicate that environment that you're going to be hunting in.
Right.
And I have different target bags set up in my backyard, different distances, and I shoot in my kitchen.
Look at that little girl.
Oh.
You're on TV, Dash.
I will shoot from my kitchen out my back door into my backyard. and that's about 40 yards. That's about the most I can get. And I live right in the city.
Yep.
But when I'm out in the backyard shooting, like where I typically hunt, my typical shot is 25 yards at the most.
Yep.
So I'll shoot that, and I'll shoot it all the time. I'll shoot it close, far, offhand shots, stuff like that. But I practice from my saddle, and I practice going out there with the exact stuff that I have in my bag.
Yeah.
I just like I'm going out for an all-day sit, and I'll sit in my tree, and I'll position. Okay, how am I going to set this up? All right, my backpack goes here. My bow's going to hang here. I'll practice grabbing my bow, moving it around the tree, through the saddle, through my rope, to figure out, okay, this is the worst case scenario. I'm going to spend all day practicing that worst case scenario shot. So if it does happen when I'm out in the woods October 1st or to November 1st, I'm going to know how to maneuver, how to, what am I going to do in this worst case scenario? And I'll shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll shoot wearing, like, I just got a bunch of new extreme cold weather stuff.
Okay.
And I'll be out there fully dressed in that, sweating my ass off. And my neighbors would come out and let their dogs out and be like, just shake their head at me because I'm in the tree doing it all over again. And it's 90 degrees and I'm in my fucking full winter suit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be able to get that shot off if I have to.
Yeah.
And I looked like an idiot in the backyard doing it, but I did it all last summer. And this year I had one deer that I recovered 3 days later because of a bad shot. Well, it was a great shot, but it was my broadhead never opened. And we won't go into that, but I recorded it. I sent you guys all the video and I'm like, dude, this was a decent shot, right? And Squatch, you were even like, dude, if you hit him with a field point, that shot would have killed him.
No, definitely. Definitely.
But
I
my
think,
broadhead
wait, is this that one small buck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I told you you're fucked.
That was on public, right, Johnny?
That was on public, yeah.
Yeah.
I told you weren't gonna. I told you I didn't think that was a kill shot.
Oh, there's a 100% chance that was a kill shot. And I found him about 3 days later, half ate by coyotes.
Oh, you did finally get him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was, yeah. I went to pull my arrow out. Arrow was covered in blood. There's lots of blood, and the broadhead never opened.
Yeah.
So since then, I've only used the Rec FX4s, the Fitz blades, and that's all I'm going to use.
That's what I shoot to, the FX4s.
Yep.
I love fixed blades. They just work for my setup, and
it's just one less thing to think about. It's just it hits the deer, cuts from the time it hits them to the time it goes out. So
the more moving parts, the more chances of them not working are.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just gonna say that less moving things less things that I can control that are just gonna be plain bay there, and there's less variables to worry about
exactly.
with a fixed blade.
Now, 2 seasons ago, I was using the mechanical broadheads. Each one opened up just fine.
Yeah.
But Murphy's Law, man, it hit me this year.
Oh, it's like a wave or like a roller coaster of like, man, it's like you're on high on one product, but then something bad happens and you're like, nope, heck with that. And then you're like, yeah, you know what? I'll go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just because it happens once, it sucked.
It happens.
It happens. You're right.
It happened to me last year too with the same thing. Kind of it was a little bit of a high shot. I feel if it was a mechanical, I would have got the deer, but being it was it wasn't a fixed blade, I didn't get him. I think if it was fixed, it would have killed him. But I'll tell you what, man, we're starting the new year off right. I see a lot of our people that follow us on there. We got Rat Getter is on. He's with us. We got our faithful follower Shane. We got Flavors of the Forest saying hello. We got Justin, a good longtime follower. We got Craig jumped on, said hello. It's good to see all these guys, man. Thank God you guys are still hanging out with us. I'm glad you guys are here, and we appreciate it, man. That's awesome.
You guys want to spend your Sunday nights hanging out with us? I mean, that's awesome.
They're not getting bored with us. Huh?
No, grab a beer and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
I've got one down, one here, and one ready to go once this one's done.
I went on vacation and man, I I've got to cool down the beer for a second because that was just like you wake up and they're like, all right, here's a beer for like a week straight. And it was just like, oh my, I had to take a second and stop. I'm like, all right, I got to drink some water. I got to like rehydrate my body. Because, yeah, it was a lot of drinking for a full
trust
straight
me,
week.
I'm sure we've all had those days where your liver's sitting next to you going, the hell are you doing to me? Can you stop?
Yeah, just like give me a break. I'm like, all right. I woke up one day, I was like, yeah, no, all right. I just need a second to cool down. No, Johnny else said perfect too of like practicing stressful situations and think of like, I say this all the time, think of just the most off the wall scenarios that you can think of and practice them.
Yeah.
And for instance, the deer that happened to me last year, I thought of a situation where a deer would do exactly what he did, and I just wasn't prepared for the exact moment. I was like, man, what are the odds of that happening? I thought of it, but like, just like, what are the odds? And sure enough, something did that, and I wasn't prepared. I had to act quickly on my feet. And if I prepared myself, I wouldn't have had to. And being able to practice more saddle-like shots. I know there's a lot of shots in the saddle where going to like my weak side maybe might be a little terrifying to me because I'll say this, saddle hunting was very nice. I had a lot of problems with though because I have lower back problems, so it was hurting my back. Maybe it was just me being me I was arcing my back and stuff like that. The position of the like on my hips, I know that was hurting a lot. And the position of the tether in relation to like my face and my chest. Johnny gave me some good pointers. Some of that stuff helped. And
don't worry, man. This spring, this summer, we're gonna go out. We're gonna shoot. I mean, I'll grab my spiderweb target. I mean, that thing is unbelievable. We have to get those dudes on the show sometime. But
yeah,
cool. We'll grab that. We'll bring it right out into the state game area, and we'll walk out with all of our stuff. I mean, it's going to suck, but we'll film it. We'll shoot just to get the reps in, just for that. We'll pick a random tree in the worst spot, and we'll see if we can hit it. Just to get repetitions in, so I can show you how I climb versus how you climb. Like I'm a one sticker, and you have multiple ones. So I'm going to show you how I do mine, and you can show me how you do yours, and we can compare notes and say, hey, this works for me. Maybe not such for you. This is how, once I get to the height that I want to be, this is how I'm going to set my platform. This is how I do everything. And it's everything when I set up has a purpose. So like I have my pack that I carry out with me. Everything is in the exact same spot on my saddle. Everything is always right where it's at. I always have, it happened to me this year where I have my primary release, then I have a secondary release, and I shoot with both. And one is a thumb release, one's a trigger finger release. So I
do have those two. I have a thumb release and a trigger on my index one. But I haven't practiced with my index in a while though.
So when I went out, I set up in a decent spot. It was actually when I killed that 7. I was like, oh, I got all set up, and I'm like, all right. I went to go grab my release to put it on my bow, and I was like, oh shit, it's in the truck. Open up a pouch, there's my secondary, and I've been shooting with that too. So I'll shoot one day with my thumb, one day with my trigger finger release, just to, when I have to, you have that oh shit moment where you forgot something. And I have a backup rope. I have a backup I mean, I carry probably way too much stuff, but
I do.
I've also used all of that stuff. Like when we went hunting, right?
Yeah.
We checked the weather before we left, and you were like, yep, rain's going to stop in 15 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bring my wet weather gear with me just in case. I understand ounces equal pounds, but I'm going to pack it in because I want to be comfortable on this 3-4 hour sit. We did up to the tree, and sure enough, it never stopped raining.
Yeah, so no, not to like the last 10 minutes.
Pull it out. I'm wearing it. I'm comfortable. And I'm just picturing Brett up in the tree, fucking shivering, shaking. And I'm like, man, I'm actually getting a little warm here. And go ahead and crack that zipper open a little bit. But I'm at that age now where, we used to say you have a smart ranger and a hard ranger. What ranger are you going to be? Well, right now we have a hard hunter and a smart hunter. I'm going to be that smart hunter every single time.
Yep.
I'm going to be comfortable. My feet were getting cold on one hunt, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to upgrade my boots. Those are nice, but when it got down into the single digits, it's still a little chilly. So I bought, you guys are going to make fun of me. I bought battery-powered insoles that heat up my feet.
No, that's what I want. I bought a battery backpack vest, and you guys made fun of me for it. But no, it's
I got the
amazing.
socks. I bought socks that link right to my phone. And, I'm telling you, man, what a difference. And I don't like wearing a big bulky boot, especially when I'm climbing up those sticks to get on that little platform.
Yeah.
And I was losing my insulation factor. And I was like, I'm getting older and my feet just don't put up with it anymore. And once my feet get cold, I'm miserable. I bought a set of they last for like 10, 12 hours. Let me tell you something, man. They link right to your phone. You're like, Badoop. Oh, look at that. I'm at 145 degrees on my feet right now. The snow is actually melting off around my boot. What a game changer. It's so freaking nice, man. If you haven't invested in a good set of socks, get them.
My thing is about shedding weight and layers. And like you said perfectly, I'd rather be smart than hard. When I was younger, I was a hard hunter. Now I'm just like, no, how can I shed weight? Because now I'm also bringing in self-filming equipment. Yep. So I'm trying to shed as much weight as possible and as many layers.
So I think we have the same setup. You bought the painted arrow?
Yeah, actually, I just bought this right here.
I've been filming all my hunts with the 360.
Man, I'm gonna get that this season.
I love it, dude, because just for the reason of I can take a little C clamp, I can mount it on anything that I'm hunting out of a stand or on my tether or whatever. And that thing, it don't matter where you aim it. Both of those hunts were filmed with that 360. And when you edit, you could pan it like you got a cameraman in there. You could zoom in. You could do whatever. It makes it look. It's one little camera. That's all it is, and a C clamp mount. That's all I bring in me. You talk about cutting down weight. No big arms. Nothing to screw around with. It's freaking awesome. I love it. It makes it so much easier to film. It really does.
Like I have a bunch. I have 2 GoPros. I plan on buying a couple more if I can with my tax returns. But no, I already have a painted arrow, the one that wraps around the tree, and it's just that metal clamp to that. But then I bought what you have, Johnny. Is the Elite. I bought the Elite kit itself, and
I love
it's
that.
Just the arm right here, and then you can attach it to this that goes around the. Well, yeah, it wraps around the tree with the strap that it came with. Then also it came with this Elite kit. You can use it to use your phone and like you see on those professional cameras, stuff like that. Well, it's also cool, I think, with this is you can use this on pretty much anything though. And that's what I like about it. So that's one reason why I got a lot of GoPro stuff is for lightweight equipment. And the GoPros now are amazing. The only thing I don't like about them is the battery life. Those battery life on them just seem to drain quickly.
I use that same painted arrow setup, and I film everything from my phone. And it's great because, let's face it, early morning hunts when it's still dark, we all text each other. So I have my phone set up right here, and I have the backlight dimmed all the way down, and I'm still able to text you guys. And then as the sun's coming up, it just quiets down for half hour to an hour with the texting, and then it just jumps right back into it.
Yep.
So I have everything set up there, so I can still text you guys back and forth. And then when I want to film something, I just fucking swipe down, get the camera going, and do it all that way.
That's smart. Yeah. And like I bought the painted. Well, I have it on my case, but not on my phone. It came with the magnet.
So I have 2 on mine. You see that right there. So that way, one on this one I can film with it horizontal, and then with this one it films vertical.
Oh, smart.
Man, that's 2 times now in the last couple minutes you've called me smart, dude. My head's getting like this here soon. Better be careful.
Well, like we also said earlier, I'm trying to go through every aspect of like my backpack And you guys like said it perfectly of being a smart hunter or a hard hunter. And I'm trying to dissect every little minute thing that I can control of how I want to put my clothes in my backpack, how I want to put my filming gear in my backpack, how I want to do this, how I want to be more comfortable in my. Oh, there's another cute doggy.
Little dog.
I grew up with black labs.
She's a black lab Great Dane mix, and I'm trying to train her on duck hunting, and she's actually doing really well. So
That's
I'm
cool.
going to try to bring her out for goose hunting here next weekend to see how she does.
Hmm.
I thought you grew up with meth labs. What the hell? What?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
that too.
Yeah, he said he had a black lab growing up. I thought he grew up with a meth lab.
Yeah, meth lab, crack lab, and all the same fucking thing.
Oh, she's totally a crack lab for sure. Attention span of a gerbil.
Yeah. It's a girl or a boy?
Yep, it's a girl.
Okay, they're better.
Well,
They
you
got a
can't.
little
You
bit-
don't know anymore. It's 2026.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
she
when they get
identifies-
neutered or whatever, if it's a male, then they become a trans testicle. So forget
Did
it.
you see that one video where they had the gay chick and she had a boy dog and she said it's a non-binary gay dog or stuff like that, and the
My
interviewer
dog
guy was like,
identifies as a
"Oh
gay
yay!"
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
My dog identifies as a gay dog.
Yeah.
I love the vegan dogs. They're like, oh, my dog is vegan. I'm like, bitch, as soon as you die, that beast is gonna eat you. I don't care if it's a Yorkie or a bull mastiff, it's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm curious. What were you guys' thoughts? Because there's a lot of things going on right now with that Minnesota shooting with ICE.
I would say if you could comply with the law and listen to the policeman and don't provoke the bear, you'd probably still be here.
Yeah.
Plain and
And
simple.
I say this all the time. There's two aspects of this out of everything that you see on the news. One is, first off, all the technology I have out there and people shooting with their phones, stuff like that. You see a small little piece of it of any event you see. You don't have the totality of the circumstances of everything that's going on.
You want to hear something interesting?
Yeah, sure. Fun cut me off, why don't you?
Yeah, I know. But this was made into law by the current governor of Minnesota. It says, in Minnesota, using a car as a weapon, such as intentionally hitting someone, can lead to felony charges like assault with a deadly weapon. As the vehicle becomes an instrument capable of causing great bodily harm or death, potentially resulting in significant prison times, fines, and civil liberties through specific statutes covered by general assault. And that was Minnesota State Law 609.247. So that officer had every right to do what he did.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, because that leads into my next point of people that have no law enforcement experience or they don't know the use of force. I know Michigan's very well. You don't know the use of force spectrum, and they try to put in their two-bit information on stuff like that. So it's just Minnesota. That's very similar to Michigan's. I can't remember exactly quote for quote it, but we also have a 1+1 theory, or not 1+1 theory, but 1+1. If you're at X level, then we are allowed to go at the next level above, and a vehicle is an instrument of a weapon. So,
Did you guys happen to see the rap sheet that she had years prior?
no, I saw that she had a criminal report though.
She had a lot of stuff. Look, it's simple.
Follow the law. Just do it. If they're telling you to jump.
I'm not saying it's a shame that a life was taken over.
Absolutely.
Over something so effing stupid.
But you ran over an ICE agent. You ran over an officer.
Right. You endangered the lives. Now, what's to say, okay, let me look at it like this. This is how I'm going to explain it to you guys. All right. Say that the guy got out of the way. She goes down the street at a high rate of speed, evading these guys, and hits a kid crossing the street. What happens there now, right? I'm going to tell you guys something right now. This is the way I feel about it. You're going to think I'm totally nuts. This is theater. It's all theater. It's just like George Floyd. It's like all the other stuff.
Yep.
It's ramped up to turn A against B
And that's what it is.
And to swat the freaking hornet's nest, that's what it is. And it's
I mean,
set
it
up.
has
And
us
Justin's
on a
actually saying here, he's saying that he didn't get ran over. Watch the video. Now let's do this.
He
You
did
made a
get
good
hit.
point.
He got hit. When
Yeah,
they
he
showed the
did get
view
hit.
from his camera, he got hit, but
Right.
he didn't get ran like underneath the car. Yes,
No.
I agree, Justin.
Yeah.
But the whole point of it is, guys, here it is. You're blocking traffic. You've been doing it all morning. They showed the prior stuff to that. Enough is enough. You're interfering with a law enforcement agency that's federal, not even on a state level. Okay. When they tell you get out of the car, enough is enough, comply. All you have to do is comply. And there's a guy from New York City. He's always ranting and raving about stuff. He says, if I've got the right to complain about this and stuff, only because I've been arrested so many times. But you see me in these pictures, my hands are behind my back. Why? Because when they told me to put my hands behind my back, I'm still here. That's why I did what I did. I complied.
Yeah.
So you don't, it's like you F around, you find out. That's what happens with stuff.
And people you said perfectly. We're all just basically slaves to our phones, and it's the government trying to divide us ourselves. They try to push out these things of, oh, we'll just let them fight against each other. And I like to look at all aspects of it all. I know I see here, Justin said like he stepped in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
One aspect, make it look like he stepped in front of it. Either way, he's still a law enforcement agent.
Right.
And him being in a uniform, you still have to, that's the first level of use of force. You have to do what he says. And I like to have these type of discussions because how I interpret one video, you might interpret it a different way. And then I think that's how Americans get so divided, because they get so bent on, well, this is what I saw, this is what I believe. But you have another person that sees a video very similar to that, but with a different angle, and they aren't willing to listen to what that person saw. I'm just telling you, I'm pro law enforcement. I will call a bad officer out when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I still need more information on like seeing the videos and stuff like that to make my best judgment. Did he deserve to shoot her or not? I'm still trying to debate that right now myself, so I don't want to say yes or no. But he did make the shot. And he killed her. Was he in the right to do it? Yes. Is no different than the officer here in Grand Rapids a few years
Patrick
ago,
La Jolla?
where,
Patrick La Jolla.
Yeah, where he, I think the defendant was from like Mexico or something, and he didn't speak American, but either way, he was, and he couldn't find out he did, and he had a long fight, and you can hear the officer going back and forth, and he was breathing heavily, but when he accidentally, the taser was then taken from the officer, and now in the defendant's hand, the officer had the full right to shoot him because he was in fear of his life, and he doesn't know when backup's coming. Everything, the totality of the circumstance of everything, he thought he was going to lose his life. And if you get tased by your taser, they told us at day one, you go home at the end of the day. And who knows what was going to happen after he tased the officer.
He could have smashed his brains out. He could have smashed his brains out.
So he was in full right to do that. They just made it because that area is a little bit more on the blue side. They wanted to go in one direction. And so
what about hunting now? Let's get off the whole political stuff and get back into the whitetail advantage hunting.
Yeah.
All right.
We are getting to that point though of the show, but no, I'm looking forward to the season because I'm going to be going out there and pre-loosening up some of my straps to my tree stands and getting those down, getting my sticks and my saddle. I mean, my platform, getting everything around and just doing a quick inventory of like, what am I missing? What do I need more of a backup on and stuff like that? I know I was going to say this. I have a lot of gear in my truck. Like I carry a lot of like my backups in my truck compared to my backpack. I feel like I do carry more stuff out in the woods than what I actually need to. So, but that's just my brain. Like, I feel like I'd rather have more of something. I mean, I live by the the mantra of I'd rather have and not need than need not have.
Now, so season is ending, right? Now I know Squatch runs his cameras year round, right?
Yeah.
So do I. Now, what about you, Brett? And
What?
with that being said, running cameras year round, what are you looking for?
I don't do it year round if that's the question, or will
Okay, so you don't. So Squatch does.
Yeah.
I
Squatch.
take my down like at the end of
Sorry, go ahead,
January. Huh?
Okay, so you take them down about now.
Yeah, around the end of January. Once I see there's no bucks, so I don't know. But let's
Right,
say
yeah.
let's say I did have bucks, I would start to see if like things started to like drop, like your antlers started to drop. Then that's at the point where I turn my cameras off and I turn them back up in July.
Okay. So Squatch, you keep your cameras up year round. Do you keep them in the same spots or do you move them around still?
No, I keep them in the same spots only because I know the areas. I know what moves through there from year after year data, and I have them set up in strategic places like bedding areas and stuff, so I can watch fawns being born. Right now, it's intel for me. I'm still seeing my bucks hold on to their racks right now. When I start seeing them come off, it's going to help me know to get my boots on the ground and get out there and start looking for sheds. Um, it's just a key thing. I will reduce some of my cameras. I won't run like the total 12 that I got out right now. I'll probably knock it down to about 5 or 6. Primarily it's intel though for me. I do like watching what's going on. I like seeing what kind of predator movement I have affecting my areas. And, it was just like it just makes sense to me to have it out. Not only that, I like it just for intel, who's coming in, who's going out, somebody's in the property. It's just kind of like, one of those things.
Oh, absolutely. So I'll run mine year round, and I took a lot of mine off of public and I moved them onto my private spot. And I have one buck that lost one side of its shed already, which it's that time. I don't want to see it, but I also know now that shed season's upon us. So, I mean, the season never ends. We go from harvesting deer to now we're looking for sheds to seeing what survived this season to seeing what the future holds. We're going to see the fawns be born. We're going to see them running around. We're going to start seeing them bucks and velvet coming in with their nubs and then watch them grow all season and start building that list for, that we chase after.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to I definitely want to try to do more shed hunting this year. I really want to get my kids out there this year and do it more. I know on my property it's basically like not going to happen at all. So who is G?
That's Rack Getter. That's Gerard.
Yep.
I was going to say that I've seen that familiar, but I can't remember exactly.
Gerard's a faithful follower of the Frank and Squatch show also.
Yeah. He made a good point. The season never ends. No, it just evolves into different aspects of it all. So I'm looking forward to shed hunting this year. I really want to try to get more into like if there's more public land area of like places to do it where
Dude, come out to my area, man. We have tons of land.
That's what I want, because where I hunt, there's no reason that they would drop their antlers there. I mean, I'm going to check it out still just because, but yeah.
So Gerard from Rat Getter, right?
Mm-hmm.
The past couple of years, I've used his the drip bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have found more sheds around that than I have anywhere else. I mean, dude, I don't know what he puts in it, but I'll hang one, and I've tried so many different flavors and scents, and they're all amazing. But the cherry bomb and the green apple, the deer around here don't ape shit for.
I will contest to this fact, and I am going to give him a shameless plug because it's just the right freaking thing to do. Gerard's scents, okay, that 8-pointer that I killed right here, I made a mock scrape. I called him like half a week before that, and I said, look, I got these bucks. I have to contain them here. What do I do? Don't worry, I'm sending you what I use. Throw me a couple bucks and it'll be at your house tomorrow. Let me know how you make out. 4 days later, I made a mock scrape. The buck came to it. It's dead. If that doesn't tell you that the guy knows what he's doing when he's doing I've watched his videos. You guys can go on his website.
Oh, yeah.
He dissects, interdigital glands. He takes everything down to a T. He explains it. He says how you should not handle it and touch your face. He's a scientist, okay? And he's not a freaking new guy. He's been doing this stuff for over, I think, 40-something years, okay?
Dude, we need to start calling him – we got to call him Walter Whitetail because that dude made some of the best stuff for whitetail deer, man. He's like –
I'm here to
Walter
tell
White.
you, I've had live deer chasing a doe, hit the hot to trot, and run right to my stand. And I bullshit you not. That happened. The guy is phenomenal. Frank uses him. All the guys up here, we all use them. Everybody from Boondocks Outdoors uses them.
So
we use all his stuff, and I'm telling you, I haven't had a bad product. Even trout fishing, the sense that we use in the water to attract the lake trout and stuff, they hammer it, dude. If he tells you it works, just believe the man. That's all I can say.
So I was hesitant because I'm like, okay, it works great for East Coast deer. How's it going to work in the Midwest? So I bought some.
Nope.
And I used the shit out of it, and I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, dude, like, this is amazing. It works everywhere. And you're talking about it for trout and everything like that.
Yeah.
My daughter's huge into fishing, and I need to get some of that stuff for salmon and trout because, I mean, if it works that well on whitetail, I couldn't imagine what it's going to do on the fish.
I don't want to give the man's secrets away, but I know what it is, but I'm not going to give the secret away. It attracts the fish, what's in it, through the sexual, let's just put it through the sexual link of what the fish is looking for. Okay. When he told me that and I used it and I watched the way the fish came into the lures and smashed the lures and if they miss, they come back to the lure. They don't give up.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it with deer, like you were saying. A buck will be on a hot doe and then just beelines it for that hot to trot.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy.
He's got a new pellet out too now. It's a pelletized feed that he's brought out. This stuff is going to blow the feeding potential off the market, what he's got, because it's different scents in it. He can tailor what you want. If you ask him, hey, I want that cookie Oreo flavor into this pellet. Can you make that for me? Gerard's the kind of guy that says, sure, you want that in there? I'll make you a custom blend. He doesn't say, oh, you got to buy 250 bags. He just says, no, I'll make it for you. It's good to go. So if you guys haven't used his products, look, I stand behind it at 110%. If it don't work for you, then you're not doing something right.
Dude, if it doesn't work for you, it's because you left it at your house. Like that's it. I mean, public line deer, I set it out last season or 2 seasons ago. And right off the bat, I had them on those bags, the igniters. And then I've bought a bunch of stuff from him, and every single thing brings him in. And you can pick a spot that's most convenient to you with no trails around or anything, and you can bring them right to you. And maybe we should get Brett onto some of that because he's having a hard time.
What sense?
Just Gerard stuff. It's amazing. Rat getter. I mean,
you guys know how I feel about sense.
Well,
not that I don't believe in a product. It's my way of I like to do everything as most natural as possible. That's my take on it. I like to do everything where it's like I'm not putting out those scents like that. That's just how I hunt.
It would just stink up your bedroom anyway.
Yeah,
most likely. I mean, I remember one time I was in middle school. My buddy accidentally bring it in. He brought it in, but he accidentally spilled doe urine on him or in his backpack and his clothes, and it stunk up the whole hallway. I was like, wait a minute. There's no way someone brought it in. And he goes, yeah, that was me. I accidentally spilled it.
I got one better. Good buddy of mine. God rest his soul. He's gone now, but we used to hunt together. We came in from a soaking wet rain and hunt. He threw his clothes in the dryer, right? And I go out to the kitchen to get something to drink. I hear ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk in the dryer. I said, oh, no. If that's what I think it is, it's going to be bad. And I could smell it right away. I went in. I was like, Frank? Yeah. I go, did you take that scent stuff out of your pants? Oh, know. He got up. He went running. He had to throw the dryer out.
Dude, I thought
his wife
it
about
was,
killed him when she came home from work. She was like, "What the hell's in my dryer?" She flipped out. Oh man,
I thought it was bad when I was younger and I was using like dough bomb
mm-hmm.
or buck bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and you get some of that shit on your fingers, and you go to throw in a lipper, and you're like, oh, fuck, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just throw that shit in with your Copenhagen. Like, that's horrible. I couldn't imagine it in my dryer.
Gerard's products are so good. I use them as beard oil to attract the deer in.
Dude, better be careful with that, man.
I think I accidentally got one of my dips wet, and I didn't realize it was. I just thought it was like just really like damp or something. All right, whatever. And I threw it in, and I was like, yeah, just gross as crap.
Now, if Gerard could come up with something to help me get the ducks and geese in, that would be awesome. But yeah, other than that, dude, that dude's spot on with with deer, bear, fish.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, he's got the whole surf and turf locked down.
You really, got to get him on the show. Let him explain a lot of stuff.
We have to.
Yeah.
But like I said, I always try stuff, and I always have that little bit of doubt. And I had his fishing stuff first, and I used his turkey coils, and the turkey coils did phenomenal. I love them. And then I used the fishing product, and I was like, man, if the deer stuff works as good as the fishing stuff does, this is a home run. And that 8-pointer split up from that doe and came right up the path that I made. I was like, I looked at that bottle. I'm like, this is some good shit. Yeah.
And put some of that stuff in your house to get your wife to, go from the, the kitchen to the living room, feeds it, and you're turns right into the bedroom. And you're just laying there waiting.
You ever heard of Italian foreplay?
No.
Yo, that's Italian.
Yo,
that's it. Yo, there's no in between.
Okay. Well, kind of reached the hour mark in the show.
All right, so we'll wrap it up, but I want to ask you this. All right, so deer hunting's done, shed hunting's coming up. Brett, what are you doing? Like, are you done hunting now? Like, you don't small game hunt, you don't duck hunt, you don't goose hunt, you don't fish. So now, are you just completely done now and breaking out the bow again in the springtime? Or
I'll say this: I haven't fished in a long time. I think fishing is fun. I love it. I just haven't done it in a long time. Now it's not like I'm against doing like duck hunting and all that stuff. And I just don't have. Would I like to go duck hunting? Yeah, that'd be probably badass if I could do it. I could do it, but I just don't have those people in my life to like, oh yeah, hey, I'll take you duck hunting, stuff like that, or whatever the case may be.
Well, let's go.
I could go fishing there's a little lake down the road from me. I'm trying to get my kids to go out there and get them some fishing rods to do that. But to get more into your question, I'm essentially pretty much done hunting. Now it's the getting prepped for the hunting season and getting prepared and enjoying the off season.
Absolutely. And Squatch, you're busy predator hunting now, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we got all the way out to March for coyote, fox fall off in February 28th. Yeah, I'm just getting started. Like I said, the where I go has been it got a little muddy for where I get into right now. I'm just waiting for the frost to get back into the ground, which it's getting cold tonight again. So I would have been out probably last night, but it was just too warm. But no, I've been out a couple times, man. I'm looking forward to maybe procuring a new thermal scope. I'm looking into that market right now, and I'll be getting my butt out there and making some videos, man, like I did last year. I had a couple good fox hunts and coyotes hunts on there and stuff. And yeah, that's my go-to. And then from that, it's trout season. And then I'm in the woods for turkey and, doing the trout thing and get out and start fishing in the springtime. It'll be here before we know it.
Brett, on a side note, turkey applications are out. So go ahead and put one in.
There you go.
I know we were giving you shit last year that you never applied. So apply for your turkey hunt. It's $5.
Yeah, get it.
Is it already open? I thought it didn't open till
No,
like,
the application, the drawing application is now.
well,
so
I need
go-
an application when there's always one over the counter for my county.
Well, there is, but if you want it, you can get one in case they sell out or whatever like that. I pay the $5.
I haven't heard of one sell out in this county in a long time.
Well,
There is always a lot of over the counter ones left.
Well, you hunt private too. I hunt public.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So I have to put one in.
I do want at least. I want to get a turkey this year, really, really bad.
Dude, that's
really,
good.
really
I
bad.
have a lot where I hunt. So.
Well, if I had to do that, well, I got to do it in your county and do public then, though,
We're
right?
in the same county.
I want that.
You're in Kazoo County?
I'm not giving away my county, but I know I'm not in that county. I'm the county below your city that you live in.
Oh.
Your city has its own name of a county.
Yeah.
Mine's the county below it.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because you worked for that department. I'm
I
sorry.
used to work at the other one that you talked about.
Oh,
gotcha.
Brett doesn't want to give away his secret hunting spot area.
Dude, just go ahead and DM me, everyone. I'll give you his address.
God. I'll give you a
Apparently you
freaking
can do
Onyx
that.
hunt. I'll
You
give you an
can do
Onyx
that.
hunt. I can show you where he lives. I'll give you guys $10. I'll show you where Brett hunts.
Pull it up. Let's see if you can actually really do it. Because apparently you really can do that.
What's that?
I can.
You can look at their person's address.
Oh yeah, I know where you. I can.
Yeah, I do it on Onyx all the time.
Okay, but go ahead and do it.
All right,
you know my address.
All I do is type in the Blue Oyster, and you come right up.
Johnny knows the address. Let's do it. Let's pull it up right there.
No, I'm going to do mine.
But how can you do it if they didn't know my address? How can they still look it up though? By my name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do it by my name then. You can't do it by my address. That's cheating.
All right. Go ahead and all right. Boven, Boven. Now I'm doing this on Onyx.
Yeah.
Under location. You're 9.8 miles away. You really want me to do this?
I mean, just don't show like the actual address though.
All right. I'm gonna do this. That's your house.
Yeah, that's my house.
All right.
Oh my God.
So yes, you can. And there was a post the other day on Facebook that I saw about, all right, it's this old lady's face with this banging hot body, and you're like, all right, she's got 1,000 acres. What are you willing to do to hunt it or something like that? And I made a comment that a lot of people seem to like, but I was like, dude, Onyx needs to come up with a hunting or like a landowner's dating application or something like that. So you can see who owns what land, if they're married or single, and
like farmers
like,
only.
all right, and just have like, I mean, you can search names and pictures and stuff like that, but I'm like, if Onyx had a section on there where it's like, all right, landowner is single, that's all you need to know. Male, female, whatever, man. You can find that stuff out, but I mean, yeah.
I will say this. I forgot. I got to go back and look through the winners of our fantasy football league. So I got to do that. Two, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember looking at a post and it was this one lady who had her boobs extremely exposed behind a deer. And they asked something like, is this what's good for hunting? Or is that like, are influencers hurting hunting or not? Or something like that?
Wait,
so I guess my question is, huh?
Are we considered influencers?
No, I'm saying I'm saying like women that pose provocatively like that. Are they good? Is it helping
where
hunting?
are they hunting? Are they hunting Florida, Alabama? Because it's going to be hot down there. And yeah, I can understand wearing something like that. Maybe not with everything hanging out, but whatever, to eat.
I mean, if you got the goods, you got the goods to do that. I mean, go for it. I mean, nothing wrong. I just think, I don't know. I feel like that's a conversation for another time.
It's clickbait, 100%.
I think it's clickbait, yeah.
And I click on it every single time. So
I think it's. I think you could go so many routes with that topic. I guess I don't know. And no way am I jealous because they got like thousands and millions of views. over like fouls or anything. That's not the thing. It's like you're painting hunting as like, I don't know, taking advantage of it, I guess.
You're painting it as a lifestyle that we never had, that we'll never have, that we don't necessarily believe in. And I mean, for us, we go out, we put in the work, we'll hunt. Whether we did a deer or not, we're still out there doing it. I post some stuff about, well, I mean, everything I post is about hunting or my family or something like that. But it's just what I believe in. Now, do I know women like that hunt all the time that look amazing? Of course, yeah. I mean, I don't know them personally. I just see them online. Is it all bullshit? I don't know, but I enjoy watching it. But, I mean, if you're out there making it happen, who am I to judge? Go out there, have fun. If it's something that you are truly passionate about, absolutely. I look at it like Shane would, right? He's blind. He doesn't see. Dude, I see someone post about a giant deer that they have in their stuff's all hanging out. That's awesome, man. I mean, yeah, first thing I'm looking at is the boobs, clearly. But yeah, if they got a nice rack too alongside of them, that's awesome.
Good point. Well, I know we've been saying this, it's time to wrap up the show. I mean, I will say this though, a quick reminder on this breakdown of scheduling again, because we have 3 shows out there now. You got the Frank and Squatch show. That's going to be every other Tuesday at 8 p.m. You have the Mysteries in the Timbers, Johnny show. That's going to be every other Tuesday at 9 p.m. Right, Johnny?
Yeah, 9-ish. Might start a little early at times, but
yeah,
definitely let you guys know.
No, Whitetail Bench only going to be on Sundays. And the 4th Sunday and Tuesday of every month, there's no live show. We're taking that week off to get more of our, because I know this year I talked to Johnny a lot because he's like right down the road from me. We want to do more like videos, reels, shorts, and stuff like that. We want to do more
fun stuff,
fun stuff, and more fun videos for you guys. So we're gonna be doing that to do more of spending more time with our family and to do a lot more editing and stuff like that. So with that being said, if you have any questions with the show, stuff like that, let us know. If you want the calendar of the Whitetail Advantage show, that's also correlated with Frank and Squatch show, Mysteries and Timbers, let me know. We'll get you on the email list. With that being said, put your core in the slot machine and have fun with it. Squatch, you guys want me to keep asking where they can find you guys? I think they already know where they can find you.
Yeah, they know where they can find us.
Yeah, they know. And if you guys want Brett's actual address, just DM us. I can show you. I'll give you a coordinate. I'll give you a 10-digit grid. I'll give you his phone number. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'll give you a dog because my dog just came over here and crop dusted the shit out of me. Oh my God.
Thank God there ain't smell-o-vision.
Oh my, yeah. So apparently giving her pizza is not a good thing.
No.
Oh my God.
No, pizza.
Yeah, oh my God.
Dampen the atmosphere. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Whew.
Well, all right then, everyone. We'll see you. The next show up is Tuesday, Mysteries and Timbers. Johnny
That's right. It's going to be an interesting show. We got some good stuff lined up. We got some familiar faces that are going to help me out in that. What's that?
Don't give away the secrets of the show just yet.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying we're going to have a new guest on it.
Oh, gotcha. I should have waited. I shouldn't have cut you off. I'm a dick.
Nah, that's all right. We're used to it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, guys. Anything last thing to say? Otherwise, I'm going to end it and close it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Finally, now we can end this bullshit. I can go to bed.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Whitetail Advantage podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time.